And shares of Tesla are higher for a fourth straight session, albeit 1% today, but it's up 16% since Friday as the shares recover from the impact of that public feud between Musk and President Trump. Musk now publicly expressing regret for some of his social media posts about the president. And this all comes as the robo-taxi event has been pushed back. It's now scheduled for June 22nd, according to Musk on X, out of an abundance of caution. For more on the stock and drama of it all, let's bring in the Wall Street Journal's Tim Higgins and KKM Financial and CNBC contributor Jeff Kilburg. I'm going to start with you, Jeff, so you can boil it down from a share point of view, because I'm just curious if you see this as a buy or a sell moment for a stock that Interactive Broker says continues to be probably its single highest volume name.
I think it continues to be a buy, Kelly. If you're short, you are really going to be in trouble here because you're seeing momentum. But this has been sensational. Let's go back just a couple weeks ago. President Trump was giving Elon Musk a key to the White House. And all of a sudden, you saw the most public slap fight of all time. It went nuclear on Twitter. And now the richest man is all of a sudden being, looking conciliatory. And President Trump is maybe going to kiss and make up. So as we see this rebound, as we see the robo-taxi event, yes, being delayed, we are optimistic. I think it goes back to where it fell from at 350. But the next leg up is back to 400. So shorts are on the run. All
right. So, Tim, I turn to you for the juicy. I don't want to call it gossip, but if you have some, feel free to pass it along. What's going on here?
It seems like we're seeing the return of pragmatic Elon Musk, right? We saw really, really angry Musk last week, and now if things are cooling off and the realization of, he's got to make things work with the president. One of the things I think is also very interesting is Trump himself seems to have tried to cool things off with Musk. These are two people with huge egos, with mercurial kind of ways of doing things, and Musk is a little bit of a threat to Trump, and Trump is a threat to Musk. And so in a lot of ways, you want to see them both go to their opposing corners and try to mend those fences.
So that said, is it now a non-issue? Because the worst case scenario, I would think, if you're a Tesla shareholder, is a vindictive president who suddenly turns his administration against your, hopes on the regulatory front vis-a-vis robo-taxis and all the rest of it.
Absolutely. That is a huge threat that hangs out there. It might not just be the relationship between the president and Musk, but what Musk's actions do or have done to rile the base, to rile those folks in MAGA, those folks in the administration who want to perhaps, take some vengeance for their boss. So that's one of the concerns hanging out there. And as you point out, Musk needs some help here from the government when it comes to rolling out robo-taxis across the country. Right now, there's a patchwork of regulations at the state level, and he has vocalized this desire to have a federal level address a federal level solution. And we're not even going to get into SpaceX and all the other things he needs help with.
Right, exactly. And that was already raised.